Hello, beautiful Endo Warrior Goddesses. Thank you so much for joining me for another yoga video. I am so glad that you are here. Today we are going to be doing a quick little 15-minute yoga flow for the menstrual phase in our cycle. If you haven't already viewed the other 3 videos that go with this class pack, you can check those out on my channel. And if you decide that you enjoy this class and are looking for more, you can find the full-length version of the menstrual yoga class pack on my website at bohobaileystudio.com, also listed in the link in the description. In today's class, our goal is to really appeal to this menstrual phase in our cycle. So we will be taking it very slow and nice and easy in today's little restorative practice to embody that sense of slowing down. That being said, today's class is only going to feature about 5 poses, so we will be holding them for a few minutes each to equate out for our full practice. You might want a bolster or a couch cushion, a few pillows as props, as well as a couple of yoga blocks or a little small stack of books if you have that handy as well. When you are ready, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start today's practice in a low lunge position. And we're just going to get nice and comfy in that low lunge here. So we'll start off on the right. Bringing that right foot out in front of us. Knee is parallel with the ankle or slightly behind, but never, never in front of the ankle here. So you can do what is comfortable for you wherever you want to put your hands. If you want to place them on the low back, up in the air, on the knee or the thigh here. Whatever's comfortable for you in your practice. Again, just making sure we don't overdo it. We're just going to breathe slowly and deeply into this posture. For a few deep breaths. We've got about 30 more seconds left in this pose. Breathing deeply. Framing that front right foot with the hands, switching the legs, bringing the left foot now in line with the knee, and taking the hands where they feel good. Maybe it's different on this side. And this pose is really good to get into the front of the hip flexors, and I know a lot of times those of us with endometriosis, we hold a lot of tension and tightness in the pelvic floor muscles. And in that whole process, the hip flexors tend to get very, very tight. And so that's why it's a very good idea to focus on these low lunges. So we're going to move on now and make our way into our supported Molasses. So for this one, you are going to want a block. Just set that block up on its side, and we're simply just going to bring the seat to our block here. Knees come out nice and wide. Hands come in through heart center. You can rest the elbows inside of the knees. That should help you be able to support the muscles in the pelvic floor here and being able to just relax. See if you can breathe deeply and relax all of the muscles in the pelvic floor. start to notice this pose feels really good on the insides of the thighs here. Helping us stretch out those muscles that get really tight during this time of the month. Slowing down the breath, letting your attention fall away from any to-do lists. And if you need to focus your attention on something, you can focus that attention on counting the inhales and the exhales, seeing how many you can get to before you forget that this is what you're doing. And when you forget and you remember that you forgot, you can simply return back to that counting of the breath and pick back up from 1. Beautiful. We're going to make our way into our supported cobbler's pose. So removing the block from underneath the sit bones. I'm going to face you here so you can see how I set this up. We're going to bring our feet to touch in front of us, and our feet might almost open up like a book here. Now, depending on how open you are through the hips, you might need to stack up a couple of blocks and play with how you stack them up. The goal here is to place the blocks between the 2 feet in a way that allows you to simply be able to lean forward and just rest the forehead on those blocks. Being able to just let go and relax into this pose. I'll show you from the side as well. Just breathing deeply here. Getting a nice stretch through the hips. Throughout this posture, you need to adjust your blocks at all, go down to a lower setting. Feel free to do so. Gravity do the work here. Letting go of all the tension you might be holding in the muscles. And realizing that if you can't relax in this posture, then maybe you're going too far and to simply back off a little bit. Maybe adjust your blocks to a higher setting. Be here for just another minute. Breathing deeply. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can back off this pose. Set your blocks off to the side. And we're going to make our way into our legs up the wall. For legs up the wall, we're going to bring our seat as close to the wall as we can, and it might help to sit on our side. And as we lay down, we're just going to kind of adjust the body so that the hips can go as close to the wall as humanly possible. And we're going to bring our feet up the wall here, but what is different about this is we're going to just kind of let the legs fall open as wide as they can go here. And just let gravity do the work. And we'll be here for a few minutes, so make sure that you're comfortable. Depending on how open you are through the inside of the legs, Your legs might be all the way up here, and this might be as far as you can go today, and that's totally okay. You might be all the way down here, and until you might not feel a stretch until you get all the way down here, and that's okay too. Everybody's body is different, and this practice is about caring for your body as an individual. We'll be here for another minute and a half or so. Take your hands underneath your knees and just start to bring the legs in through center. You can roll over onto your side, do whatever you need to do to make your way back up. Over to your mat. I'm going to grab my bolster here and go ahead and set my bolster up long ways in line with my yoga mat. I'm going to sit so that my seat is in line with my bolster. Again, place my feet to touch and my knees flying out towards one another. And if you need to take 2 blocks and place them under the knees to find a little extra support here, feel free to do so. And as we exhale, we're just going to simply drape the upper body now over top of that bolster or couch cushion or pillow or whatever you are using today. Arms come down through the sides and palms come up to face the sky. And we'll be here in our final Savasana for just a few moments. Letting the heart remain open. Feeling into all the beautiful energy that we've created during today's practice. Taking this time now to rest. Let gravity do the work. To be open and ready to receive everything that comes our way. This week, remember to take it slow, move through one thing at a time, honor your needs, listen to your body, and process your emotions. You can repeat this mantra silently or aloud. My pain does not define me. Taking as long as you need in this Savasana, or if you're ready to move on with your day, go ahead and meet me in a seated position on the mat. Thank thanking yourself for joining this practice today. Bringing the arms up overhead, palms come to touch, and bringing the hands in through heart center. We'll close out today's practice with the universal vibration of Om. Breathing in deeply through the nose. Om. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's yoga practice through the menstrual phase. I'm sending you so much love, light, and healing energy as you move through this week, especially if you are a fellow Endo warrior goddess and you are experiencing pain. If you enjoyed this class, don't forget to check out the full version of the menstrual yoga class pack on my website at bohobaileystudio.com. I wish you love, light, and healing. I will see you next video. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Join our Endo Warrior Goddess community by clicking the link in the description. And as always, I'll be back every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday with more content.